Hey everyone, welcome back to another book preview video. This week we have Space Drawing Perspective Volume 1 by Dongho Kim. So a quick look at the cover and the back there. Obviously quite an interesting picture using some pretty cool perspective. Let's get straight into this and see if we can find a contents page. Let me straighten that up on camera a little bit. So I'll just leave that there for a second so that you can check out the contents. I quite like the style they've done this in. It's a little bit more sort of hand-drawn, I guess. And the illustrations in this, as you can see, look like they're maybe not as finely rendered, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in more of an easy way to actually see. But I guess everybody will have a different opinion on it. So there's probably a lot to say about this book. I'll be honest though, I don't know too much about it. I was considering buying this book for, well, since it first came out, probably about a year ago. There was a pre-order for this and the Stonehouse anatomy book, and that was on the Superani website. That was pretty much the only place you can get these books, with the exception to that being the Liberdistry website. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these wrong, by the way, but I'll put links in the description box anyway. Basically, the Superani one is the main website, but I believe they only ship to America, maybe a few other countries, but I'm in the UK. So I got this one from the Liberdistry website because they ship to the UK and possibly EU countries. Don't quote me on that, you'll have to do a little bit of research yourself. But after two lots of them being out of stock, I finally decided to order them both. This one has arrived, as you can see. The Stonehouse anatomy one, I think, is still a couple of months off the next print. So I will be showing that on camera. Again, that one's a 600-page book. That one is anatomy. This one is, of course, perspective, as you probably can tell and saw from the cover. Perspective is one of those things that I always think is pretty much vital to learn if you are an artist. And I feel like every artist could improve their skills by learning or even relearning anatomy, regardless of what level you're at. I would still consider my skills quite basic as an artist, so I think this stuff is really important to me. But I do find it generally a little bit boring, like most artists do. So I'm hoping that this book will actually make it a little bit more interesting to me. Hopefully I'll learn a little bit easier from this one. I also found that a lot of perspective books I've read in the past work purely with shapes, which I understand why, but they don't go into too much detail about putting characters into anatomy. And I know when I was looking around the internet, there was a few other people that were in my position where they also wanted to find out about putting characters into space, and they were also considering this book. So I figured I would take the plunge and just buy it from the website. So I haven't actually looked through it off camera. This is literally, I just opened it and figured I would record straight away. So I can't fully go through in detail what's in it, but hopefully you guys are seeing enough from this preview. I would like to point out as well that the website I ordered this from packaged it really well. I'm not sure how well you can see this because the camera's quite zoomed in, but they do put a lot of effort into their packaging, and it also came with a little print. So that was pretty cool. Because I have had books arrive damaged from other websites, so these guys are pretty good. So I am skipping quite a few pages at a time. I don't want to give too much away. You can see that they actually have space for you to try it yourself. I'm probably not going to end up using them myself. I'll probably do that on separate paper, but some people might like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to give a quick preview. I don't want to show too much. It wouldn't be fair on the artist. It looks like the page count for this is about 230-ish. And I'll be honest, I don't really know the artist's work, so this was a little bit of a risk for me. It's not my usual style. I do like it, it's just not my usual style, that's all. So I had a quick look on social media for the artist, and a lot of what came up was actually his photos were of his students' work. So it's good to know that he does teach people, in person as well. He's very highly recommended. So I saw this book being posted a lot online. It's still relatively new though, so there isn't much about it yet. It's not that easy to get hold of. These books are not just sort of sold on Amazon and Waterstones and all your typical bookshops. But it looks like it's a really nice, well-made book. I am going to leave it at that. I think I've shown more than enough. So I'd love to know in the comments below if you guys have already got this book, or if not, what do you think to it from the preview? Does it look any different from other perspective books? I'm hoping this one's going to be a good one. As mentioned, I will preview the Stonehouse Anatomy book when that arrives in the next couple of months, so make sure you hit that thumbs up button and of course subscribe and turn notifications on for future content. Thanks for watching everyone.